is here to see our aquaponics farm, and I'm showing him around. Basically what we did is, this is a Dutch bucket. We have a bunch of Dutch buckets, and tomatoes growing out of sheer waste coming out from fish, and nothing else. And we just straightened it up. We have a new flowers coming in, and look at the shape and size. The plants are doing pretty good. This is the peppercorns, not peppercorns, it's the pepper, green peppers, a different style. Now let's look at this end here. This plant was put here on 30th of June, and already look at the harvest. This is, we have a nice eggplant from June to 30th.
You planted on the seed or it was a plant?
We put a transplant the plant. But at the same time as we planted this plant, we also planted it on the Dutch buckets. And I'm going to show you the Dutch buckets, so you have an idea how different, how it looks. The quality of the plant and the growth. We come back at this end and I'll show you the same plant that you see on that section, planted on June 30th. And look at the plant here, planted on Dutch buckets. The difference is they have got stones on that, permeable rocks, and nothing else. But here we have got soil and compost, as a mixture of soil and compost, and using the same water that is coming out from the fish tank. And look at the harvest. I mean, look at the produce. It's having better plants, its growth is better, and I expect a good yield here. We're just trying to see what might come out of it. And these plants, this section of the plants from this half was planted about 3 or 4 weeks earlier than that. So you can see they already have a good stand. And if you look at this Malabar spinach, it's not doing very good. You can look at the color. The reason is we have less fish there, and it's out of iron and boron. So we have to have iron and boron mixed into this to make it look better. This is our horizontal bucket, and that's a vertical bucket. So we are trying to use again a mixture of soil, compost, rocks into the vertical buckets. Where space is limited, you can use vertical buckets probably in balconies in cities and towns where you don't have much space. Or else if you have rocky areas where you can grow plants, you can grow on horizontal beds. And take a zoom of those pictures. The plants are growing there on those horizontal pictures. Come over here. And we hope to have a good yield of herbs. The stand is taking good, it has a good stand. On this section, if you look at this, they have got just plain water and coming out from the fish tank, and the roots are still yet to take stand. They are still yet to take stand, and it's growing with nothing else. And then we go back to pause. Fish tank. The fish water, the excreta from the fish, or the nutrients from the fish, is being utilized to grow all these plants in these 2 grow beds. And the same water gets circulated through the Dutch bucket and the horizontal bucket. The outflow from them comes from the underground pipes and then flows back. So it's recycled. The water is recycled. And with another couple of weeks, we are going to get a good yield of okra. This is okra, and okra in a pot with soil and compost, and okra growing out from smaller from the nursery. And these ones are still they need to be transplanted, and I'm sure we're going to get some good products. And let's give it to me now. This is Cameroon. He is with us at the farm, and tell me something about yourself. What do you do in the farm?
I harvest, I weed eat, take care of the animals, check on things.
And what do you like about this aquaponics farm? Have you been here before?
I have.
What do you like about it?
It seems like it's much better for crops than just sticking it in the ground, because you have more chance of your stuff growing than stuff overtaking it and it dying.
Very well. Mr. Jana,
This
tell me, what do you like about the aquaponics farm?
is very new to me. It's very good. In India, I think this can pick up. There are a lot of fish farming there. So this can be utilized for what I see. I need to talk to you on this. How best we can industrialize this process.
Mr. Jana, you've been here for the last couple of days, and what did you plant here?
I'm gonna leave. Kay is here.
Sure.
I planted this. It was almost very fragile. I never expected it to grow this fast. This looks good now, as for me. I did some work on this plant also. That is also come up.
The plant root system has taken stand, and I'm glad. So have you enjoyed your stay here?
Yeah, definitely. I did learn a lot. I enjoyed the stay. And this was terrific. The whole thing was very good.
So you learned something about aquaponics.
Yeah.
Do you think we can do something about this in Africa or India?
I am planning for India because that's the base where we are giving fertilizer plants. So this can be induced into fish farming and fertilizers.
Just to let you know, Mr. Jana is an industrialist, and he installs equipments for fertilizer companies and cement factories. So he's basically a mechanical engineer out here to tie up with ETW and AML, which is Avishkar Machinery. Okay, Mr. Kunal Jana, how do you think, what is the future for ETW and AML as far as you see?
I see the future is very good because your specialization is on exploration, where you can tie up with mining industries. You have good CAD facilities that can be utilized. I believe that Africa is a place where you can really do something very good.
So there's a potential for getting some projects out of the...
Very good potentials in Africa, very good potentials in Indonesia, all unexplored regions where you can put expertise and do something good.
Tell me something about yourself. Okay.
YouTube, oh no.